Society changes because strong-minded, willful people act in a short-termedly, suicidally irrational fashion to promote facts and reality to deluded people. Society progresses because people take completely insane stands called the truth and bend society to their will through persistence and volume and repetition. And they do that because they have no hope. They have only will and action. Hope is a way of saying, well, the current is with me, so I don't need to swim that hard. But the reality is that the current is against you, and you have no hope of achieving it unless you cast aside hope and substitute will, work, effort, strength, courage. Because hope is a way of saying you need less than your maximum effort to get something done. And I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I think that the world is going to go where strong-willed people want it to go.
And the greatest cost, which is really going to bring down society, is that the young will have no respect for the rule of law anymore. Because there were all these rules, and everyone told them there were all these rules. And then the moment it became inconvenient to maintain these rules, society just folded and rewarded and screamed down anyone who said, shouldn't the rule of law mean something here? We have these rules. And now the men won't defend that which the young have no respect for. So it's all over. I mean, Europe as we know it is gone. It vanished over the last month or two. Maybe something far better can take its place. But there's nothing left than the mournful playing of taps and the slow stroll away in the rain from the grave of what was once the greatest civilization the world has ever known.
Beliefs we have held for tens of thousands of years suddenly evaporate. The ancient era of the morally justified state crumbles into its component atoms of evil. The dizzying and multiplying complexity of law upon law, gun upon gun, murder upon murder, all this ugly mess is revealed as hysterical attempts to cover up the core crime of justified institutional violence. The myth of the social contract is revealed as a gun to the necks of the unborn. Laws are exposed as well-armed prejudices. Taxation is revealed as theft, lobbying as bribery, arrest as kidnapping, governments and armies as the most successful criminal gangs, and schools as violence-fueled indoctrination camps for helpless and dependent children. It is disorienting. It is confusing. It is frightening. It is dizzying. And it is true. Because if you tell people they're victimized for long enough, boom, you push it down, boom, you're a victim, you're exploited, things that people are doing terrible things to you, you've got no chance. Boom. You are just laying landmines all across the social landscape.
It is still your country. Do you know what your ancestors had to do to build the country whose freedoms that remain you still enjoy? Do you know who they had to fight? Do you know what they had to do to deliver to you, with their dying, shaking hands, the liberties that you pretend to celebrate? Do you know what your responsibility is? Your responsibility is to preserve and hopefully extend those freedoms to pass the gift on to your children. That was given to you. But that means getting off your asses, getting out and talking, getting out and writing, getting out and speaking, getting out and doing something to change what we all know is coming. It does not have to go the way it feels inevitable and the way it is inevitable if you don't act. It doesn't have to go that way. The future is not written in stone. The future is written in choice and commitment and will.
Hold your hands up. Hold your hands up to the mirror. You see that red? That's you and the blood that is on your hands. If you've been pushing a narrative of lies before waiting for the facts, as I urged everyone to do in the last video I did on this, and the video before, and the video before, and the video before, and hopefully not forward like a broken record until the end of time, till the end of us all, You need to stop doing this. You are getting people killed.
Are you going to turn the corner and begin building back the civilization that is decaying beneath your feet around you? Or are you going to end up, because you will not speak out in a country where you cannot speak out, are you going to end up with the kind of country where the living look back on the bodies in the road with the tire marks and envy them?